In this video, we'll define the important terms you'll need to know in order to complete the course. Polaris Acquisitions streamlines the process of ordering, receiving, and invoicing materials. As items are ordered by a library, the Polaris Acquisitions module allows staff to add titles to purchase orders, streamlines the creation of on-order item records, assists libraries with receiving and invoicing materials, and helps libraries track spending by different funds or budget lines. Let's familiarize ourselves with some of the common vocabulary terms that we'll be using throughout the course. Fiscal year records track and manage funds over a specific period of time. For example, a library's fiscal year might run from July 1st to June 30th. Fiscal years are broken down into funds. Fund records track the purchase of library materials and services by different budget areas. For example, youth print materials or teen AV. POs, or purchase orders, contain line items for each title in an order, along with ordering instructions, supplier information, header charges, total order costs, and more. Poly, or purchase order line items, are included in purchase orders. Poly records contain bibliographic data for the titles ordered and specify the quantity, destination branch, collection, and fund for each title. POA stands for Purchase Order Acknowledgement. EDI suppliers can produce an electronic order acknowledgement that's retrieved by Polaris. The POA confirms that an order was received by the supplier. An invoice contains itemized lists of the materials that are being shipped to the library. It includes titles, quantities, funds, prices, and other applicable charges relating to the items being shipped. Invoice charges are deducted from a fund when an invoice is paid. Invoice line items contain information about specific titles that are being shipped. Invoice line item segments contain the quantity, destination, collection, fund, fiscal year, payment status, and charges relating to specific copies of a title. The Acquisitions module uses many different kinds of templates. Now, templates are records that staff create in advance that contain default data to help standardize and streamline record creation. This helps speed up acquisitions processing. The 970 is the MARC tag that holds acquisitions order data for Polaris, and you'll hear us talk about the 970 tag when we're talking about purchase orders and purchase order line items. ASN stands for Advanced Shipping Notices. This allows a library to receive an entire box of materials by scanning a barcode on the outside of the box. EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange. EDI allows libraries to submit orders to suppliers electronically through Polaris, and suppliers to send invoices directly to Polaris when orders are shipped. Enriched EDI involves acquisitions processing for shelf-ready materials. With Enriched EDI, the vendor completely processes purchase materials and returns fully cataloged MARC records with embedded holdings data. When it comes to funds and spending, there are a few terms we'll be using regularly throughout this course to describe the status of money held in various funds. The amount allocated to a fund is the dollar amount originally assigned to that fund. Encumbered funds is the money that is owed or to be paid. For example, you encumber funds when you release a PO, but you don't actually pay for the materials until the items arrive and you pay the invoice. When you pay an invoice, you expend money from a fund. When you encumber and expend money, those amounts are deducted from the fund's free balance, or the dollar amount remaining and unspoken for. We'll continue to review these terms throughout the course, and you can download a PDF handout that lists all the terms and their definitions from this page. If you have questions or need help, please email CCS staff at help@ccslib.org.